Russell Westbrook, he gets the win over LeBron and the Lakers last night. Yep, you know it. He made sure to let them know by making gestures and pointing at LeBron after made shots. Westbrook finished with 14 points, but he only played a little over 5 minutes in the third quarter, and he sat for the entire fourth. Shannon, how far can the Clippers go with Russell Westbrook as their starting point guard?
Jim, before I answer that, today is April 6th, which is my big brother's birthday. And I want to say happy birthday, big brother. You know I love you. A lot of what you see the man before you today is because of his guidance. And I know you're watching the show. You even postponed going out to play golf to watch the show.
Oh,
so
cool.
I love you, and happy birthday.
And I worked with your brother at ESPN, and I love him too. And happy birthday, big brother.
You'll love him more than me, though. Yeah, I think you love me more than you love him.
Yeah, that's true.
I'll take that.
I'll buy that.
Skip, honestly, I don't think they can get out of the West without Paul George. Playoffs are all about matchup. How well do you match up with someone? Russ got the revenge that he was seeking.
Yeah.
He circled this game probably the moment that, okay, I'm going to the Clippers.
Okay.
He circled that game.
Yep.
Ultimately, Skip, he had scored 10 of his 14 points in the first quarter. 3 of his 4 assists was in the fourth quarter. And when he checked out of the game at 6:47 left in the third, he never saw the floor again. So the question is, how much is he going to play? How much is he going to be allowed to play? That was the question. Because Bones Highland has credited Russ and his guidance and having him in his ear has helped him a lot. They let the young guys take it down the stretch. Eric Gordon, when he checked out, he only played a little over 23 minutes. Russ played a little under 21 minutes. When those guys checked out, the young guys took it from there.
They did.
And you mentioned Kawhi played 43 minutes. I don't remember the last time Kawhi played 43 minutes in a regular season game.
Well, that's how seriously they took this game. But go ahead.
A game that didn't end in overtime.
Yeah.
So for me, Skip, when Russ gets it going early, he could be an asset. The thing is when he struggles late and he tries to get it going by shooting the basketball, and he can shoot the other team in the game and shoot his team out of the game. I don't believe they can go anywhere without Paul George because I think Ty Lue will minimize Russ's involvement in the game as the game get deep into the playoffs.
You just said a mouthful that Darvin Ham would say, good luck with that, right? Okay, I'm going to give you that Russ got the first laugh last night. I do not believe he will get the last laugh.
Okay.
I want to compliment Russell Westbrook for the way he comported himself last night from jump. That was as mature a performance as I've ever seen from him because he was clearly on fire with revenge to get even with LeBron for wanting him and then wanting him out of there.
Right.
And Russ had a hard time as a Laker. It was a long, hard run for him. It was a dream come true turned nightmare. And I did feel for him last night because he has found a home away from home, still in L.A., with the team in the basement, the stepchildren, the Clippers. And yet he channeled his anger from the start. And if we could see the 4 shots he made, he makes these in a row. This man is a poor shooter. This man was...
I couldn't tell.
He came in ranked 148th in three-point shooting in the NBA. And these we're seeing his first 4 shots. But those 3-point shots, they just took my breath away because to LeBron's credit, you just ignore. I mean, you give him the Caitlin Clark. You just give him the back of your hand, say, shoot those. And then, of course, he's going to rub it in.
Yeah.
And he rubbed it in with gestures to LeBron. And I think it didn't sink in for LeBron until halftime. He is showing me up by showing out. He's showing
I think probably what got LeBron is the pointing at.
Yeah,
he hit the shot.
No, he's doing several gestures at him, okay? So the point is, Ty Lue is a more seasoned head coach, obviously, than Darvin
He got a chip.
He's got a chip.
He's been to finals.
Yes, he's been there and done all that.
Played in the NBA
Highly
finals.
respected.
Run as a player.
Got it. Darvin is a first-year head coach.
Yeah.
I think he's doing very well. I know he's had his rotational problems, and Laker Nation takes issue with him on a nightly Twitter basis.
Yes.
I got it. Sometimes you're out of your mind.
But, Skip, you remember when Ty Lue first got the job from David Blatt, and they were drawing a play, and LeBron was trying to talk. Ty Lue said, I got this.
He did say that.
If he'll tell LeBron James I got this, he will sit Russ on that bench.
The Lakers should have hired him.
They should have.
They should have hired him. No offense no disrespect.
I don't care about no disrespect. I don't care about no Vogel.
Okay.
I don't care about Darvin Ham. Ty Lue should have been the coach of the Lakers.
He should have been. But he is in such control of this team that maybe he can get away with play him early, let him start, hope he can set a tone. But as soon as Russ started to show him in the second quarter, he was turning back into the turnover machine that he has been, leading the league in turnovers per 36 minutes.
Right.
He got to 3 by halftime, and Ty Lue said, you know what? I have seen enough. He shot a second quarter air ball. Ty's like, I've seen enough. He let him have a little bit of run in the third quarter. He did not see the light of play in the fourth quarter. Will Russ sit still for that in playoff series, playing first quarter, maybe a little second, maybe a touch in the third, and then sitting in the fourth? Okay, in Lakerland, he would not sit still for that. He made waves.
Well, I think, Skip, the thing is he came in and the Lakers came with a different set of expectations.
Yep.
I think his expectations are different for the Clippers, and I think the Clippers' expectations of him are different.
Maybe.
What causes disappointment is expectations. If you don't have any, how are you disappointed, Skip? You didn't get the job when you didn't expect it. If you go, man, I'm going to get this fad, you put on your Sunday clothes, you had a great interview, you have an expectation and anticipation that you're going to get the job. And when you don't, you disappointed, you let down. He came to Skip. His dream was to always put on that purple and gold.
It was.
The Laker fans like, oh, man, we got Russ. He coming home. And so they're like, okay, we need you to, play like the Russ.
And then it got to the point he's starting to shoot, and they're like, no. So he goes with lower expectations from himself and from the Clippers. Good luck.
The change of scenery seems to have done Russell Westbrook good. Guys, coming up next, let's talk about another player who wants a little revenge. Should Chiefs fans be worried about Tyreek Hill's return as a Dolphin this upcoming season? Let's dive in on the other side of this break.